with back braking, I managed to get it on the floor. More plastic to deal with. Even more plastic base. Yeah, don't forget, keep it on the cardboard and the polystyrene top, because if you've got anything on the floor, you're just going to ruin your top. I mean, even the wood one, you do that as well. Now, this is the base panel. Believe it or not, it fits inside. Yeah, it doesn't fit on top, and you'll see why in a minute. Right, we are going to need, I've actually guessed it, item 15. Item 15. Let's get item 15 out, which is this. And let's get bolting together. Right. Wiggle it, it just falls into place. That's it. You just have to find its level. Again, nip the screw in. Don't tighten it up too much. I mean, if you can zoom in and see the welds, they're interesting. Let's put it that way. I wouldn't show my mum these welds. Yeah, but it works. It's sturdy. So all the lots of little welds are strong enough, but they are a bit interesting. You know, like millimeters worth of welding instead of a centimetre. You know, but you just go around through the screws, and again, don't tighten them up just yet. One after the other, just put them in loose. The screwdriver works. I think it could have been a little bit shorter. But yeah, definitely want to keep in the toolbox. Yeah, I wouldn't throw it away just yet. I mean, it hasn't chipped. You know, these are chrome palladiums. Quite nice. So well done. I just don't know. Did I tighten those bolts up? I don't think I did, but I'll check the big bolts that hold the frame onto the top. But I can do that in a minute once I'm building the drawers. What I need the desk space for. I'm just going to build one of the drawers and then frame cut to the end so you can see it. But this is all about putting it on its wheels. I mean, yeah, do you use an impact wrench? I mean, it's a bit harsh. Maybe you've got electric screwdriver, yeah. But I'm just doing this because at the end of the day, yeah, this is the tools you're given. And if you've got nothing else, which is highly unlikely, by the way, if you're building something like this, highly unlikely, then yeah, you're going to have better tools than this. But for the purpose of this video, I'm showing you how easy it is actually to use the tools that we're given. Right, quick nip wrap all the way around. Yeah, I just like to do this because it's a bit like cylinder heads. You don't go start from one end to the other, you go round. Where have I gone from there? So I'd go from here to here. It's just me. Just a bit weird. Maybe it's my OCD, it's all my CDOs, because that's alphabetically correct. Why wouldn't you want to be while I'm doing that? I'm doing that one because I'm back to front. Quick nip. Nipping up. Yes, I know it's counterintuitive to go around and do all this. Maybe that's the wrong word. But yeah, there we go. Right, that's that. Now we move on to putting the casters on. Now, this is where you've got to make a decision, because you're going to get two casters that wobble and two casters that are straight. I need my wobbly bits facing out of my workshop. So here is a box of doofers and one of my favourite knives. There's one of them. Yeah, shameless plug, no promo, nothing given to me. I buy these off Amazon. They are absolutely brilliant for my carpets. The blades are rubbish, being Stanley. Sorry, Stanley, but you could really make a decent blade finally. You know, but it works, it's perfect. You know, and it's perfect for my hand. You know, they're only a tenner, and they're nice because they're chrome, they're not painted. Yeah, they've got this rubbishy plastic thing. But, right, here we go. 2 directional wobbly ones with brakes, and 2 without. Now, you're upside down. Which is the size you want? I want it to go, that side's going to be inside the wall, so this side is my wobbly wheels, yeah, so I can wheel it out. So put that in here, and as I guessed, we need this one, and amazingly, not very amazingly, you guessed it, the screwdriver fits these 2. Again, just nip things in quickly. Can you see this? I don't know if you can. Yeah, you can just about see this. Let me move the camera slightly. Actually, I should zoom out, maybe. Yeah, zoom out, that's better. Yeah, again, I'm no camera person. Oh, that's the wrong way around for starters. Yeah, they're oblong, not square. I'm a bit of a dino bar. I once used a dime bar and a star bar in an area meeting when I was chairing. I was an area manager for a company, I won't name them. And those 2 items created more sales than I'd seen in a long time. Why? No one wanted to have the dime bar. Yeah, which I thought was quite amusing. Now this is annoying. Do you see the problem? The brake is on the inside, on both. Could I strip that down and turn it around? No, I can't. So that's annoying. Right, okay. So this is a minus point, right? This is definitely a minus point, but I mean, it's not going to go anywhere, and I can put the outside brake on, so that's fine. But yeah, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, okay. Again, hand tight. That's that one. By the way, don't try and have a wobbly wheel on the 2 fronts or something. You'll end up with an absolute nightmare on your hands, you know. I don't think it would steer properly. Well, I suppose, yeah, it would, but it'd be really bizarre, especially the handles that are at each end. Right. In a second, I'll be turning this over, and then we'll put those interesting handles on. I'll be interested to see your view. I don't like them. I'm sorry, you know, when you see them, you may have the same opinion. Everything else, I mean, I know this isn't an expensive drawer, so it's £400, right? Oh look, see, 2 spare, which is really useful, you know. But I know this is like 400 quid. Yeah, and it's self-assembly. It's only this one. Oh, okay. And once it's together, it's really sturdy. I didn't want one of those 33mm rubbishy things, you know, because as soon as you try and open one of the doors, it's got anything remotely heavy in it. Why is this not going in? I'll look at that one in a second. Let's get this one in. Just check it's not the screw. No, the screw is fine. Is it a bolt? Is it? It's probably a bolt, isn't it? Let's try that one. Yeah, but and I know the welds aren't brilliant, but as an assembled item, it's actually brilliant. You know, for its money, it's amazing. So get your amazing screwdriver out. Make sure everything's just central and crank it down. Now this doesn't fit properly, but then, yeah, hey. You know, you could do with a bigger screwdriver, and if I was being completely anal, I would do, but you don't need to. Again, so if you were trundling this around all over the place, I'd put Loctite or some kind of thread sealant on it. You know, I use Loctite because I just grew up with it. You know, it's a bit like you saying Hoover for vacuum cleaners. Here again, I grew up with a Hoover, but I don't own one. I own a Vax. No other reason than Argos gave it to us because they sold us the wrong item. It was out of stock, so they gave us something else. And so we ended up with a Vax. Right. Yeah, can't do. But you can see this isn't taking that long. I mean, okay, I've already built one. You know, and so far there are similarities, but they are also different in build as well. Those drawers are going to be interesting. I'm going to see what I can do without actually having to read the instructions. I'll follow the picture, but being dyslexic, I don't like reading things. I like to just work it out in my head how things work. That's how I ended up with a 4.5 metre laser cutting machine straight from my head, which is why this item is most necessary for it, because it's going to contain all the spare parts, and having a 4-drawer like the one over there was just too big. The drawers were too deep, and like with my toolbox, my Snap-on toolbox at home, it's the deeper drawers just get full of junk. Yes, you can put bigger tools in it, but then there's gaps between the tools. Put junk in. Yeah, we're all the same. Well, okay, some of us are completely anal. Everybody I know is like me. You know, quick nip round, make sure that everything's done. I've done all them ones, didn't I? Yeah. Right, and then these two. Right, and then I'm going to turn it over. Again, sorry about the quality of the video. I'm not a video guy. You know, is my video still going? Oh, it is, yeah. It's just my watch decided not to show me the picture. Maybe panic there. And yeah, no, I am pleased. I'm pleased with the other one. You know, I haven't full of rubbish yet, but I'm looking forward to doing so. Right, I'm going to stop this video while I heave-ho. Oh, no, we've got one last thing to do. We have the bumpers, which are those black flooring bits. Oh, look, and more plastic bags. You've got to hand it to the Chinese, you know. They made a lot. They packed it well. Right, I know these are the ones here. Again, you get spare parts. Again, just slot them in gently, don't put them in too far. Just screw your screws in, a couple of screws, just to get them all in first. You know, they'll fall into place with a wiggle and a jiggle. Yeah. And yeah, just keep going. That's that. Can you see all that? Yeah, you can. I see. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Camera remote on the iWatch is really useful. It doesn't make me a pro, but it means I can see what you guys can see. Hurt my foot today. Got twisted. I was putting the extraction unit, the underside of the extraction unit. You know, I've got the full extraction unit, the external part of the extraction unit on the laser cutter finished, and now I'm working on the underside. I wish I had figured it out earlier, because at 56 years old, and I've had many horse riding and motorcycle accidents. Oh, it's a bit stiff there. Okay, I'm taking these ones out because I don't like this one. This one's a bit stiff for some reason. So let's get it in straight. That's better. Yeah. It's just the way it is. Okay, yeah, no, they're fine. Okay, right, and the last one. Again, look, you get 2 more screws. So they're not stingy. And when you think about the millions they sell, the millions of extra screws they have to buy, you know, and we just see 2 extra screws that we're going to throw in a bin somewhere, you know. I now have 4 extra screws because I've got 2 of these and I'm likely to buy another one. Yeah, because I love stainless steel. Maybe that's something to do with cleanliness, I don't know. I'm not a cleanliness person, believe me. Look at my shirt, look at my hands, you know. Yes, I wash my hands, but not as regularly as my mother would like me to do. Yeah, right, inwards first. Screw that one in, just nip it in, don't go tight. You know, when you get some resistance, leave it at that. They're just rubber bumpers and not designed to stop the car from, you know, from 5 mile an hour accident. Just so that the nuts are just, the bolts are just underneath screws, bolts, nuts, what the hell are they? Bolts, aren't they? Bolts, because, yeah, I think they're bolts because they're a metric thread, because they don't have a screw thread on them. But yeah, it's not a complicated thing to build. I mean, having built one before, I now know how to build one, and this one has different drawers, which I said earlier, probably repeating myself, Dave. Yeah, but yeah, it's now very easy. You've got to be a bit of a dimwit. Yeah, but I'm happy to answer any questions on anything. But do put the polystyrene down when you turn this thing over, because you're going to ruin the top, you know, before day one, and that's really annoying. There's nothing worse than turning it over and seeing a great big scrape across something. That's really boring. Oh, God, my foot hurts. Well, it's my arch. I got it twisted, and I was, yeah, for 75 centimetres top to bottom. Is it 75 centimetres? I can't remember. No, 69 centimetres. Is plus or minus 4 because of the adjustable legs, my laser, and I'm not as agile as I used to be. And there's bars and stuff underneath there. I really should just take all that lot out whilst I'm working on this, because I've still got to level the whole bed, and I just got into a really awkward position because you're holding up panels, 1 metre square panels, and you've previously cut holes in them, drilled holes in it to hopefully line up with the V-groove, and then you're going to be putting a nut and a screw in there. It's one of those nuts that T-nuts that you spin in after the event. So if you get it right, it goes in first time. You know you've got it right because you only turn it a couple of 5 times. And if you get it wrong, it's all out. And it was just going wrong. And each panel takes about, from start to finish, I mean, the painting took 2 days. Yeah, I still don't know why I painted it. I still think the laser's going to burn the paint off. But it is light absorbing paint, so, and laser is light, so I can hope I'm rambling. Don't get me on the telephone, will you? If so, bring your packed lunch and a thermos, because I do like to chat. Yeah, that'll do. That's a bit sticky outy. Yeah, I mean, so you don't have to go rampant over them, just get them underneath the level. You know, right, okay. That's your bumpers. Now, 2 screws spare. Keep them in the drawer for later. I would keep them, you never know, one of them might fall out. Right, okay, now it wants me to turn it over, so I'm going to turn the video off for a moment, because I don't want to look like an idiot doing this, you know, being old and infirm and all that up. So, back in a second. Right, now we're upright. As you can see, now we're going to put these interesting handles on. And this is where I think the Chinese got it seriously wrong. Look at this thing. Wish I had nails. You'll see what I mean when we get there. I think I'm going to make some covers for these because they're just horrible. They're kind of like naff, and I think they let it down. I didn't realise they were just like this. You know, or I might just strip them and have them re-chromed, maybe. That may be a good idea. Hold on a second. Right, look. Can you see? It's just naff paint. Yeah, and just naff. You know, it's just me, all right? It may be me, you know. The welding's not bad, you know, I mean, compared with some of the other stuff. So this isn't gonna fall off, and you've got 6 screws at end to sort it out. But, you know, even before I've started, it's got a mark on it. You know, don't know what that is, but yeah, I am not impressed with these. Right, put that on there gently, go and get the other one, and do the same with that. Yeah. I'll take the plastic off later. And then we need number 41. I don't need to read the instructions for this. I've done this already before. Number 41, your trusty screwdriver. And off we go. Break the pack up. Again, you're going to get some spares, because, you know, where they cheat out on the chrome. Yeah. They came back with the screws on here. I mean, everything just works. So it's quite nice, you know. So overall, well, I suppose I can't really do an overall, so I've built it, but I've already built the other one, so I know there's an overall on that one. My most annoying things about this is the handles. They're pretty crap looking, to be totally honest. I might actually plastic dip the ends. That might help. I might. Again, don't do them up tight. Just do them loose. You know, and then go around and nip them again later once you're ready. You know, and but everything just fits. Look, it just goes in. You know, you're not battling with it. I mean, the only reason I battle with the back and the middle spar was because I actually tied it up too much anyway. You know, and now you can see where my wheels are. Yeah, 12 on each hand. It's a bit excessive, but yeah, it's not going to fall off. Right, quick nip up. I'll do the end. I do the outside first, or the front and rear first, which then positions it correctly, as in pushes it in. And then, because I'm anal and I'm of an engineering background, I always go across, never down. Oops, I completely forgot about these screws here. Screws, bolts, I don't know. I always found screws have got coarse threads, and bolts have got fine thread. These are metric fine, probably. These are M5s by the looks, yeah, M4s. And again, cross. Right, and then we do the other one. See, I'm not really going to be using this for working on. I'm going to be using this for working with. You know, so that's why I didn't worry about the wooden top. I might put a computer on it. I am bringing the computer on Z800. Is it Z8? No, 820 on this. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hewlett Packard's Z range. I've had them ever since the 800. They make an absolutely stonking gaming rig. Well, the 800 did, because it was originally designed for Pixar, as far as I was told. And what does Pixar do? It pumps pixels. So yeah, I've got a gaming rig that I haven't used for ages because I've been so busy working. Yeah, just so busy. I mean, my days are 16 plus. At my age, I thought I should have been close to retirement, but I'm nowhere near, sadly, the way the world's gone for me. But my fault, my doing, my choice, the things I've chosen to do. Oh, no wobbly wheels this side. Right, so really and truly, we just got to put the door on and make the drawers, and then we're kind of done. You have to screw the drawers into the runners, of course. Oops, I can't do that, can I? But yeah, we're getting there slowly. Now, I just hope that this doesn't have the same. Voila, 2 spares. Yeah. Again, tighten everything up. I do the front and the back first to tighten everything up. Are you seeing all this? Sort of not quite, are you? Okay, but you're getting the gist of it. I'll edit it out because I'm rambling as well, so I probably do need to edit most of it out. Right. Right, again, this isn't a promotional video for gardenstore.com, but they were generous enough to give me a bit of a discount, and on the basis of that, I said to them I'd make a YouTube video about it and tell them, right, okay, now we're making the drawers, because we've done step 10. Yeah, everything's done, all bumpers, wheels, everything. I know what we've done because I did the last one. So we're doing the drawers now, so I'm going to wheel this out the way, set the camera up here, and try and figure out how these drawers work, because they're not the same as the last ones. Okay, so now drawer. That's the front. This is the underside. Do not get this wrong, because this is kind of, you've got to bend this stuff, unlike the bigger drawers, which are 4 pieces. So in a way it's brilliant, because it's actually quite simple. Just bring these up like this. Too far, bring those up like that. And there we go. 1 screw here. And 1 screw here. Quite simple. I'm not very good at cameraing, as I've said before, but I've done my best. Yeah. And that's basically a drawer. Right, now we've got to slot it into here. Now, according to the instructions, it says slide left and right drawer panel, spelled completely wrong, P-A-N-L-E, even I know how to spell that the right way, into, okay, slide left and right drawer panel into 261, small drawer front as detailed pictures shown, used 5 pieces of 15, screw B to tighten. Well, that made absolutely perfect sense. So, in other words, in English, we've got to get, I believe we've got to get this under here, and these, by the way, are the screws for the holding the trays on into the debris. So this wasn't the same as the last one. The last ones were easier. So you see, these ones, can you see this? Show a tab on there, whereas these don't have a tab, they have a bar with 2 holes in. So if we fit it the way they're saying, it's that way round, I'm assuming that's the underside, so, because that's the top, and we slide it in like that. Yes. Try again. That's it on that side, and you've got to do it together, and it's really annoying, and I suggest you put something down the drawer, because otherwise you're going to scratch it like I'm doing. It doesn't actually help. That's it. Right, we're in. Right, I need to get something to put down to protect the drawer front. We're in. That's fine. Right. So yeah, you just basically slide it into the groove. Hit your 15s, another 15s. Put the middle one in first. Can you see what I'm doing? Not really, no. There we go. Put the middle one in first. Put the outer ones in, which helps you line them up. Ugh. Put the screw in here. Holds on nicely. Ugh. It's very hard to do when you've got a sleepy side and you're on your own. There we go. Swap hands for those that are ambiguous. Sorry, ambidextrous. Yeah. Interesting lack of second hole there. Spin it round. Do the other side. And that's pretty much it. Right, put two more in the back, and then you have a sturdy drawer. It's as simple as that. And they are quite sturdy. And they have, unlike most Chinese drawers, they have actual physical supports on the inside, on the underside. Yeah, there's nothing like having the correct screwdriver for the job. How many times have you been fanning around with a screw and it keeps dropping out and falling out and you're looking for sellotape, sorry, sticky tape, sellotape and brand in this country, I believe a condom in other countries. It might be wrong, or it might be just be Jasper Carrot. Shameless plug there, shows how old I am. Right, one drawer. There we go. Might as well get the drawer pushed, flush your upper. Now in the last one, they're not actually square. So one way works and one way doesn't. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be, on my drawers later on, with the laser cutter, I'm going to be cutting sponge divider, sponge insets, so I can then do that. Right, well there you go. I'm going to do one more and then I'm on camera, and then I'm going to do the rest off camera. One drawer. Remember to have it this way round. Bring that up. Bring that up. Don't catch your arms in it. Make sure you haven't pulled it too tight. Hit your number 15. Pop them in the back, just like that. Really simple. It's not complicated. Make sure it's lined up. There we go. Squeezy, squeezy. What is the time? Oh God, it's 6:15 already. I wanted to be in bed by now. I'm going to cut this one short. This will be the end of this video for the night. Yeah, and then we'll get a drawer front. Okay, put the drawer front down. We now know that we're going to slot the drawer front in like this. I wonder if I can slot the drawer front onto it, so instead of fanning around like that. Oh, that is just so much easier. Yeah, do it that way around, guys. That's so much easier. Right, put 15 in here. Hold on, annoyingly it doesn't balance. And I was thinking of making videos of my carpets being cut out on the laser cutter for those that requested it. I will do it because I want to put it on my new website that Thomas is building. Thomas is great. I think he actually does gaming software. Is his main thing, but I was so inspired by one of his websites a customer of mine had made by him, and I was looking for someone completely capable of making me a new website. And after many hours of discussions, he took on the role. It's taking a long time because my demands are quite high. I want an order system built into it that manages my carpets and emails and things like that. So it's all very complicated. He's building it from scratch. One day soon I will have my website. I can't wait to launch it. Yeah, but Thomas is the man. Yeah, he's the website I saw was phenomenal. Yeah, I'm not easily impressed. You know, as long as you don't look like a Microsoft front page from the 90s. And there we go, one drawer. 5 minutes work to put a drawer together. I walked off looking in the wrong direction for this. The drawer filler upper. Right, okay, I'm going to quit this for the evening because I've got to go home and get a life. I will come back tomorrow and finish these off before I set off and cut some carpets. But yeah, so far we have Alexa 2 meter light on.
Okay.
Alexa packing light on. Right. Alexa packing light on.
Okay.
Right, and here we are. So at the moment, this is where we're at. And we have 2.5 drawers built. Yeah, these are annoying, but I'll tell you about those tomorrow. They're for me. Ultra HD. Yeah. Where's the HD bit? Not sure, but I like them, apart from these handles. But yeah, so, oh, there's a dent in my door. There's in my roof. Oh, well, whatever, you know. But yeah, it's going to complement well sitting over there. Right, okay, I'm going to leave for the moment, and I'll be back tomorrow to finish this video off and install the door, the shelf, and then put all the drawers in. Have a good night. Cheers. Bye.